Yo, who the master of the rap game? Go her last name, raining, smacking, attacking your brain, and back with the same exact thing and learn from the best. Further than burning the rest. Ain't no key, true rappers like Morella, Kanye West. I'm an abomination, I'm bombing the nation. Population, you just a chick with a dick without no operation. Barely beat, barely in the precinct. I'm the hardest that God ever gave the privilege of speaking. Frantically bad to be working, man to be panicky, dad to be fantasy, loaded hammy, handing me, blabbing the brag, to be man to be damn, to be happy, married, family. Remember Atlantis saying insanity, anarchy, swagging the rap, the bite, this battery, beating, busting the battery, acting back to reality. Bring it back, you can live in that pitiful pitter pat. Pull the trigger, snitch, hit a rat, you whip, whack.
What's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV. We caught up with the one and only legendary R.A. the motherfucking Rugged Man. He's in the house. What it do?
Hey, how you doing? Ask me a question. What it do? I just rocked the show. Kind of mellowed out. We're in the middle of America, so we were gonna hit a Denny's. You know, if we were someplace fancier, we'd hit a fancier place. But we got the Denny's in town, late night Denny's spot. You know, it's equivalent to when you're in Europe, you got to do kebab places like fucking stupid kebabs, Turkish kebab. When you're in America, you got to do Denny's late night. 3 in the morning, Denny's shit. Cool, man.
All right, check it. So you just dropped the new album.
Legends never die.
April 30th. It's in stores now. If you ain't got it, go get it. You got outrageous collabos on there. Vinny Paz.
A new video yet? Everybody go see that shit.
24,000 views already for day one.
No, I got more than that. I think it's like 50,000 first, 40,000. But it'll get more than that. When me and Paz collab, well, if Paz does solo shit, everybody watches it. So then when we get together, everybody watches it plus my fans.
All right. So
the video is fucking unbelievable, out of control, insane. It's a horror movie, but it's a story, and it gets really unbelievable. And Eleanor Hendricks, she's a great actress. She stars in it, and her boy Mike directed it. It's a great video. Yeah.
So is that the second collabo with you and Vinny? You had Nosebleed back in 2010, right?
Well, we did Uncommon Valor, and then we did Nosebleed, and then we did another one called Razor Gloves, which we just did a remix with Mr. Green that we're gonna shoot a visual for, I hope. And then we have Sam Peckinpah. So that's the fourth one. I think Shuko put us on a song together coming out soon too. I mean, every time me and Paz collab, everybody goes crazy for that fucking thing. So, and Paz got some hardcore fans. I got hardcore fans too, but Paz got a little they're crazy. Like I said on Twitter the other day, the kid will fucking tweet holy shit to me, and everyone retweets. The guy said holy shit, what the fuck is you retweeting, So yeah, he's got some Paz fanatics, so I love the kid. He's a good guy, he's family, so yeah.
We definitely got to talk about the Dangerous track with Brother Ali. Tell me about it, man. How did that all come together? You do a lot of touring. How were you able to get with all these people and able to make it happen for this record?
Well, I wanted to do a record with Master Ace for 20 years. So I was going to put him on Die Rugged Man Die last decade. And we missed the deadline and didn't get it done. And we always talked about doing something. And then I was putting Legends Never Die to a close. And I said, yo, let me do this joint with Ace. And then I said, you know what, though? I got the Talib one in me, and Tech in me, even though Chris is on the hook, but I mean, for sure. I was like, we need a tag team thing. We need 3 of them. We need another MC on it. So it's like ba 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 ba. I wanted it to be like a posse cut, and I was like, I got the legendary Juice Crew, Master Ace's legendary Juice Crew, one of the greatest ever. I said, who else could fit? And I'm friends with Slug. Slug is always supporting of me. Slug is such a good man, and I just, Brother Ali popped in my head. I said, yo, that's like Rhyme Sayers meets Juice Crew meets Crustified Dibs. I'm like, that record could be stupid. And then we got Chris Conway on the boards mixing it. I got Mr. Green on the beat producing it. I got my man LD on the cut, murdering the scratches. So it turned out to be a very, very good hip-hop record. I think a lot of the songs are classic. I think Learn Truth with me and Talib is a classic.
Super lyrical.
I think Daddy's Halo is a classic. I think a lot of the album, Definition of a Rap Flow is a hit. I think a lot of the record It's classics, classic. I made a lot of classic hip hop on there. I'm very proud of it, you know.
I was really feeling the video, the People's Champ, man. You know what I mean? You got a lot of cool visuals with that. You got into the ninja suit, and you know what I mean? Like, I seen you keep everything real hands on, and you like to be real personal as far as directing and influencing the editing and all of that. Where do you find the time to do all that, fam?
Yeah, that's the problem.
You one-man army.
Yeah, because I am a one-man army. It's tough. So, you know, you're touring, you know, doing 1 million shows a year. Then you're producing your records, recording your records, and mixing your records, and directing your videos, producing your videos, editing your videos, at the color correction every day. Like, it's literally from the moment you wake up to go to sleep to the moment you wake up to go to sleep. And I'm my own manager, so a lot of times people go, "Oh, RA's lazy. That's why he doesn't have enough music out." It's like, yo, I have 500 songs. I have a lot of songs. I just corporately don't have, you know, every situation correct at the labels to put the albums out at will, you know. So, you know, and I have 5 albums in total, but the 2 got stopped corporately with Jive and Priority and Capital and all of that stuff. And but you know, I'm a one-man machine, so I work harder than probably every rapper live. I work harder than, you know. If I had a manager like Tech Nine got Travi doing his business for him. Man, if I had a Travi, that dude Travis, he just put every business in order. That's the one thing. Everything's beautiful in my career except I don't have a Travis. I need a Travis Oakwood. He got Tech Nine's life, you know, hooked it up. You ever went to Kansas City to their offices? Wow, shit is like, yo, the Strange Music office is like Disneyland. It's like the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's like fucking crazy, man. Yeah.
We actually, I'm actually the street team captain for Tech's street team in Iowa.
I didn't know that.
No,
see?
yeah, you know, I mean, I was throwing that out there. Yeah, but yeah, Tech's the big homie, man. He definitely showed us a lot of love on here on EmceeTV.
Tech is another great dude, man, because he's just a fan. He respects my work, and you know, this dude's selling, you know, making tens of millions of dollars, and you know, I'm an indie artist on my hustle, and he's a fan of my music. So when we approached him to get on Hallelujah and do the album, he was like, "Yo, Rugged man, you know I'm fucking with you, man." You know, and he just like, "Yo, they treat me like family. They bring me in there and treat me like family," and that's a real dude. Cause you see these fake ass rappers on TV who get a little buzz and a couple fans, and they think they're better in the world, and they ain't even making Tech Nine money. They just got fame and notoriety, but them dudes making like 60 grand a year, 100 grand a year, acting like they're fucking, you know, millionaires. But Tech is a millionaire and down to earth motherfucker, and that's the type of man I have respect for. You know, same thing. That's why I love Slug so much, because dude is those are the 2 dudes that conquered the whole game, and just keep it real, like in it. Just down to earth, support music that they love. Like Slug had Diamond D. They had Soundset in Minneapolis. 20, 30,000 people swarming that place. Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes, and Slug's all starstruck that Diamond D's there. You know, because Diamond D's like a legendary, you know, just a legendary hip hop personality. Sure. And Slug, you know, millionaire. And he's like, "Yo, it's such an honor to have Diamond D." Like, he just loves it and respects the culture. And when dudes are down to earth like that, you know, that means a lot, and I think that has a lot to do with their success, you know?
Definitely. I was going to ask you about that joint Hallelujah with Tech and Chris Calico. The visuals, another epic visual.
Shout out to Calico. That dude is the monster of the hooks, man. You know it because you fuck with Strange. Yeah. Calico's a beast on the hook. And I wasn't familiar who Chris Calico was years ago. And I was in Richie Abbott, who introduced me to Tech and Travis and everybody. Richie Abbott was my publicist when I was at Capitol and Priority, and he introduced me to that, and like 10, 12 years ago, like, "Hey, you know, I'm working with this guy Tech independently." I don't know if it's 10 years, it was a million years ago though, and you know, put me on to Tech. Didn't know who Chris was. Then we was in Richie's car probably 5 years ago, and I heard all this singing and crazy shit. I'm like, "Yo, that's all Tech? Tech's crazy." He's like, "No, Tech's rhyming, that's his boy." So then, you know, a couple years later, I said, "Who's that dude that sang all over Tech shit?" He's like, "Chris Calico." I was like, "Yo, put me in touch with that dude, man. He's crazy," you know. So
Who came up with the video concept on that? You guys had I mean, y'all took it straight way back. You had the church outfits on, and I mean, y'all got deep.
That's because we shot it in Kansas City, and what it is, if you rent costumes in New York City, like the amount of costumes we had in Hallelujah would have cost thousands of dollars, because New York's bougie with that shit. Like, they make movies there a lot often, and everything's a fucking, one outfit would have been $400, you know. But Kansas City, I was getting outfits for like $20 a pop. Like, you know, I went to the store for like $300. I had a fucking whole wardrobe. So we had dudes dressed in orchestras. You saw the 5 Chris Calico heads, and you know, we really got to get in. In fact, then I directed a video for Talib Kweli for a song called Human Mike. And instead of renting in New York, I called the Kansas City house and said, yo, can you ship us some costumes? So I got all my costumes for that video from Kansas City, because that place was great. Yeah.
All right, so the new album's out. It's been out since April. It's all over the place.
Fuck all that. It's been out since April. Shit, it's brand new. My album, and next year it'll be brand new still. In 2015 it'll be brand new. Fuck all that. Yeah, it came out. Shit, my album will be relevant in 10 years and 20 years. You know, that's how I try to make music. So when I'm performing it in 20 years from now, it's still that authentic shit. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Most stuff. No, what I was gonna get at was when it first dropped. I mean, you took over the charts. You was what, top.
Yeah, it was weird.
Billboards, you know what I mean?
Number one heat seekers in Billboard. And I was like, Billboard? What the fuck is a billboard? And we went, you know, we was number 12 on the R&B charts, which, you know, I always wanted to be a singer, so that made me feel good. I was on the same charts as Bobby Brown and Teddy Pendergrass, the R&B charts. Back in the 80s, they called it the black charts. Then they figured it was politically incorrect to call it the black charts. So they called it the R&B charts, but it's not the R&B charts. It has R&B, rap, everything, you know. It has all black music, but they wanted to make it politically correct. So I was on the R&B charts. I was on the rap charts and the pop charts, the top 200 pop charts. And that's an independent record with no mass marketing, very few dollars. You know, Devin Horowitz up at Nature Sounds, and myself and his partner, not his partner, the guy that works for Matt. That's all, really, you know, and we did a very good job, you know. We can still do better, though. We're still working on it. We're going to work this record for the rest of the year, and then we're going to work it in January, and we're going to work it all next year, too, you know.
All right, so I know initially in your career, you know what I mean, like there was the 9-label bidding war, you know what I mean? It was all over the place, and then some of the like Jive kind of turned their back on you and whatnot, and some of the venues wasn't really messing with you. How's it feel to be back out hitting venues again? You know what I mean? And are people changing their mind?
They didn't exactly turn their back on me. They ran from me. He's crazy. You know, they had girls writing the label like, "I'm scared to be in the elevator with RA. I don't want to come to work." You know, so they said they banned me from the building. Oh, no more RA in the building. You know, if I had to have meetings with the label, they'd like meet us at the diner at 3. Like, I couldn't even go into the label. I was banned from going in the label. It's crazy. But and then I got blackballed, you know, because they didn't want no one else to blow me up if they couldn't do it, you know. So it was some wild times. But I'm still here, doing beautiful, and you know, I win. You know, those guys, everybody loses, you know, except the rugged man. It's me trying to be funny, all right?
So how does it feel to be back in these venues? You know what I mean? Back out grinding again. I mean, I know you've been doing shows and whatnot, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? You back out headlining on this tour?
Yeah, I just did 70 shows in the last 4 months. I did Australia, Canada, 2 Europe trips, a lot of U.S. dates, and now I'm doing 37 U.S. dates. Then in December, I'm headed to a Russian tour, Scandinavian tour, and back to Germany. And then I finally got some time off January 15th, which is not for another 3-4 months, but then I get back to New York and get in the studio and do some work on the next record, hopefully.
Nice. Can't wait to hear that.
It'll be a while.
What can we expect? I mean, right now you're out touring. You know what I mean? What else? What other things you got coming up in the future? Any surprises you can let out on EmceeTV?
There's a lot of shit, man. You know, and working on a new record. I'm trying to get that started, you know. So January 15th, I'm going to go work on that and spend the next year trying to get another classic under my belt. I just reached out to my man Matt, who is Rakim's manager, and I'm trying. Don't mark this down, but I would love this would be my dream project. I'm gonna try for the next album to get a joint with me, Rakim, and Big Daddy Kane. You know, but that's not official, so don't go put it in the blog. And it's just I'm talking. It's like, and me and my boy, you know, I know Immortal Technique for most of the decade, and that's the one the fans want the most. Like the fans always keep saying, "Yo, RA and Immortal Tech got to do a record." So Immortal just hit me up like, "Yo, my man just saw you in Harlem the other day, like 6 blocks from my house. You live there?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been there since 2005." He was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" He's like, "Yo, you live like 6 blocks away from me." So I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I'm back in 2014. Let's get that record the fans keep asking for." So, you know, I hope to make that happen too. You know, there's a lot of, plans change, and certain records don't happen. It's just supposed to get done, you know. But I'm gonna aim to get a lot of good work done and I'm trying to make a classic. I'm gonna work with Mr. Green a lot more too. I love Mr. Green's production, you know.
That's what's up. Well, I don't want to keep too much of your time here. I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Hold up, hey P, come here. This girl, she's on tour with us. She's from Philly. Just show your face. Come on, pow. Show your face, pow.
There we go. Whitney Peyton in the house. Grammy Award winning.
No, I did that because everybody thinks I hate girls. So hey, I got a girl here. It's kind of like when a white racist be like, "Look, my black friend." I gotta be, "Look, a female. She thinks I'm cool." My choking.
Choking. You don't reason I'm on the tour, so it's not the RA hates women tour.
Yeah, exactly. This is the RA's a good guy and doesn't choke all women tour, you know. All right, y'all.
All right, that's what it is. It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve, RA, the rugged man, the one and only. Hey, could you close us out? We on EmceeTV. You a true MC. Any chance I get you to close us out with a couple of bars?
Hey, yo, this is the one and only RUGGED on EmceeTV, motherfucker.
Big swinging, ding-a-ling, like I'm saying.